Hello my friends, welcome to the channel. Today's video, it's going to be a little different, guys. Today I'm going to talk about one of the most wanted watches or maybe brands in the watch community. So today is time for Patek Philippe, and this is an Aquanaut. This is a very nice looking watch. This is actually one of the most wanted models from Patek Philippe, if I'm not mistaken, guys. So very nice looking piece. This is actually a little thinner, more thinner than I was expecting, but I still think it looks very nice. I mean, rubber strap and everything like that. But of course, guys, before I start my video, I wanted to give you a quick reminder, guys, to join the Discord group. We have a Discord group. It's free right now, and that way you can be on top of on top of everything that is happening here in the channel. Also, of course, I try to give you guys a closer look to what we have in inventory. Of course, we have a lot of brands such as Hublot, Cartier, Bvlgari, Gucci, Blanc watches, diamonds, engagement rings, whatever you're looking for. You can always contact me on the links below and tell me what you're looking for, so that way I can help you build your collection. But anyways, if you want to be on top of every model to be released from different brands, guys, please subscribe to this YouTube channel. It's free. Give us a like, and it's going to help us a lot. So putting that out there, I think it's time to take a look at this beautiful Patek Philippe. Okay, my friends, so now it's time to take a look at this beautiful Patek Philippe Aquanaut. And first of all, I want to say, you guys, I want to apologize for not having the unboxing that we always do. But of course, I didn't have the box here at the store. This is actually a watch from one of my friends, and I just wanted to give you a closer look to these pieces, because I know this is one of the hardest brands, one of the most rare pieces here in the watch community. So please feel free to take a look at this beautiful watch. Tell me what you think. Do you think it's overrated? Do you think it's underrated? What do you think of the price? What do you think of the materials? Do you think it's worth it, or just practically your overall thoughts? So that's what we do here in this channel, guys, is practically just to give you a closer look to these beautiful pieces, to these beautiful watches, and of course, you know, talk a little bit more about what's going on in the market. That's one of my favorite topics here on this thing. But of course, I think that's pretty much all I have to talk, and it's time to take a look at this beautiful Patek. And first of all, I want to say the price on the gray market for this piece is around $80,000 to $110,000. This is something that I've seen, especially in one of those famous pages that, you know, for the reselling, that I always try to recommend you guys not to go into the reselling market. But of course, if that's the watch you want, there's nothing else you can do. Of course, there's nothing else, you know, you might have to go for it. But this is actually a little thinner than I had in mind, because I always see these watches online. I never really had a lot of opportunities to take these watches into my hand. So once I had this piece, I was taking a look at it, and I really think it looks very thin. I thought it was much thicker. If I'm not mistaken, there's actually a thicker version of this that might be a little bit more expensive. I know there's a chrono, and I've seen one of my favorite pieces from this one. I've seen it. I think it's a green dial with a green rubber bracelet that I think it looks very, very cool. But as far as this piece, this is practically a Aquanaut with black strap and black dial. According to what I have here, this is it's just around 39 millimeters. This is not a big watch. This is also, I think that's it, guys. They don't really have a lot of things to do in these watches. Actually, they just give you the date and just give you the hour. But of course, the price tag for this piece is around $90,000, $90,000. That's what my friend paid for this particular model. So I love the dial, those kind of squarish dial that you guys can see. This is something unique, particularly for this brand, that I think it looks amazing. But in my personal opinion, I mean, I understand the brand, I understand the market, and I know these are very high-end exclusive pieces. But if you ask me personally, $100,000 for a rubber strap with stainless steel or titanium, my personal opinion, I think it's crazy. But of course, going back to maybe talking about paintings, you know, there's paintings for millions of dollars, and it's just a canvas and paint, right? So we're not going to go for the materials, but we're going to go for the rareness, if that's the correct word. But for the, you know, for the most for the rare of the piece, right? Basically, so that's why we're gonna value or you know, try to set up a price for these particular pieces, because these watches are not mass production. They're not in mass production. They are all handmade. They just make a few per year, you know, and actually have their own area. So this is something that is always going to be like this. Not sure what's going to happen, but we do have to talk a little bit more of what's going on the watch industry, guys. You know, there's stuff going on right now in the other side of the world. You guys already know I'm here in the United States. There's a lot of conflict going in, I will say, Europe, Asia, all of that. I don't want to mention the names because, of course, you guys know I don't want to get restricted by YouTube. But if you ask me personally, because I was talking to some of my friends, what do I think is going to happen to the watch industry, to the watch prices? That I think it's going to go up, or I think it's going to go down. But if you ask me personally, I really think the prices are going to continue going up, or at least stay as they are right now, because we thought the same when the coronavirus happened. We thought the prices are going to be, you know, everything is going to go down in price, but at the end of the day, it was completely a different whole muster, and the prices went up instead of going down. So I think this is kind of the same situation. Of course, you know, economy is going to be a little screwed. It's not going to be a lot of people buying if we're really going to a war like that. Or at least that's what I think. You know, I'm not sure what's going to happen, but the worst case scenario, you have cash in these beautiful pieces, and if you have to flee your country, you can just wear all your watches and live wherever in the world, and you can always trade, sell, do whatever with these watches, because they're always going to hold some part of the value. So if you ask me what I think is going to happen if we go into this conflict, I really think the prices are going to, you know, people get scared. So at the beginning of everything, I think people just going to get scared and might sell watches for a cheap price. But at the end of the day, you know, sadly, everything, you know, it's always good for the economy with time, you know. So I don't know what's going to happen. Hopefully we can save lives. Hopefully nobody gets hurt, and hopefully we can resolve this conflict with, you know, I wish I could just be there to talk to those guys, but eventually that's not the case. So I wish they fix this conflict so we can continue doing what we love. We can continue, you know, enjoying playing with this type of grown-up toys. That's how I call it. But of course, I think that's pretty much it, guys. I mean, I really don't have a lot to talk about this watch. Besides, it's a very rare piece on the market. It's, you know, it's very hard to find. I will try to find more information about the retail price and all that and put it on the description of the video. And I guess that's pretty much it, my friends. I would really love to see your opinion. I would love to see your thoughts. What do you think about this piece? Do you think it's overrated? Do you think it's underrated? Just like I'd say in the beginning of the video, I really think this is a very nice looking piece, but in my personal opinion, I think it's, of course, it's $80,000 for the materials. I think it's the same thing going back to you know, to what I think it's really worth it. But I remember, guys, these are pieces that are very rare, so you have to give that a plus. So this is not something that you will come walk into any store and find it in the showcase. So that's what's going to be dictating the prices of these beautiful pieces on the market. But of course, just tell me what you think. Subscribe to the channel, and that's it, guys. I don't want to make this video too long. I don't want to bore you too much, but of course, thank you very much for the support, and see you guys next time.